Right, okay, so we're going to go over to our good friend John for this evening's spiritual address. Let's see if he's ready.
Ready?
Hey!
I'm here.
Over to you then, fella.
Right, thank you, thank you. Right, good evening, friends. Earlier on, I was having a discussion with someone about religion. Um, as spiritualism is between the two worlds, and we don't have no problems with whatever religion, any race or anything like that. But there's a lot of religions that will contradict what we actually do. But what we actually do, we actually come in love, light, and love, because that is what the spirit communication is all about. It's like walking the pathway with the spirit world as well. Now, what the spirit world actually want to do is just give us proof of their existence, of their love, that they are there trying to communicate. But we have a lot of worries around us, and spirit are always trying to let us know that they are there looking after us. People ask so many questions about the spirit world: how long, why, when. There are so many questions, and this is the same as on the earth plane. We can't answer all the questions until we actually get into the spirit world. We don't know about the spirit world until we properly regain that consciousness in the spirit world. It's a long way up to the spirit world. And when we get to that spirit world, we learn. We learn like we are on the earth plane, and we learn like we are on the spirit plane as well. But the spirit world is a communication, is a word that we all need. And we all need the word love, because, as Donna said earlier on, love is a big word. We've all lost people, and then people that we still love as well on the earth plane or in the spirit world, we never forget their love. Because the reason being, there are so many ways of loving someone, whether we've lost someone very, very quickly. And we get annoyed. Everybody gets annoyed in the spirit world, everybody gets annoyed on the earth plane. But we shouldn't. We can't demand spirit to come through at times, because so many people say, well, why isn't my loved one actually coming through? Why isn't my loved one there to give me that help that I need at this moment in time? Because spirit takes time. When someone goes into that spirit world, they need the healing, they need to learn. It's like when a baby comes into this world, it has to learn to adjust. And it's like when we go into the spirit world, we have to adjust to that new world as well. And so many people ask about their animals. Well, where are our animals? Our animals are always around us as well. They're the same, the humans, but we're all exactly the same. We're all a shell. When we're born, we are born with a shell. When we leave this world, we leave with a shell. We are an open book. We have so many things to learn within our life, whether it's schooling, whether it's teaching. And we learn that. And then when we go into the spirit world, we're learning as well. And we're learning that so we can teach other people. And these are the questions that people ask. How long does it take to get into the spirit world? It can take as long as it likes. People can come through straight away. Life is a very, very big journey, and we take steps in that journey, but we mustn't overstep that mark in that journey. It's like when we learn with the spirit world, we learn so many things, but we mustn't jump. That is why people say always join your local circle, learn, read, and listen. And again, we are going back to that journey of when we were first born. Because when we go into the spirit world, we are still learning the new journey that we need to go on. But love, what is love? It's a completely new thing. It's everywhere. Love is all around us. And what happens is that spirit will repay us in so many ways. If we do a good thing, Spirit will know that, and they will teach us that as well. They will tell us that we have done good. When we have done bad, Spirit will tell us. And when we go into the spirit world, what happens there is that we are looking at a video screen of what we have done good and what we have done bad. We can't stop people coming through with messages who we don't want to hear from. You may ask, but sometimes they are trying to forgive. They are trying to say sorry for their past and what they have done. We can ask them to leave, but that is the way that spirit works. Spirit is a communication, and spirit is energy. We need that energy to get that spirit communication. This is why that a lot of mediums that work up on platform, work in churches, work in halls, you will always see them drink lots of water, because that is the energy, is the communication. And we need that love and light to communicate with the two worlds as well. But when we work with the two worlds, it's what we see and what we hear, sometimes what we smell. It's them words, it's their smells of what our loved ones were really like. If they like to smoke, we can sometimes smell that smoke around them. They can come out with the funny things that happened. But one piece of evidence will give you that communication that spirit are always around us. If we ask, we do get. Sometimes it takes time. But then if we look at the spirit world in a different way, if, for example, someone has taken their own life, they take their time in coming through, because again, they have to learn what the spirit world is all about. But we all need to learn about the spirit world. We all need to learn, because again, this is our book of our chapter of our life, where we go and what we do in life. But we've got to remember as well that Jesus was the biggest healer in the world as well. He healed the sick, he healed the elderly, he healed so many people. And this is what people are. Everybody is a healer. We all have a gift in some way or the other. The more energy that we give out, the more love that we give out as well to other people. So be proud of who you are. One little thing that we do will please spirit. It will not only please spirit, but it will please yourself as well, because you get that joy around you for what you've done and what you've received as well. So I'm going to leave that little address with you and say God bless and thank you for listening.